Hi everybody, this is Rook, back with some new tips for Game War Fireage. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about crafting cores, what to think about and what you need to get really good core sets. Okay, so we're going to start off by looking at equipment. What kind of equipment do you need to have to make a good core set? And we go into the forge and we go to craft equipment and we choose the set gear, and um, in the bottom section you find crafting set gear, and the salvagers set is the set you should have when you craft cores, because this has both craft cost reduction and core relic duration and core relic crafting speed improvement. So this will make it much both better, last longer, and cost less. And as you see, what you need in most set is the brass wire. And that's the hardest one to get hold of. So when you're buying packs and you want to have and you're trying to get the salvager set, the brass wire is the number one you should look for in packs, because that's the one that's gonna be hardest to get all you need. Okay, there are other sets as well, other equipment you could use as well. I won't tell you everyone in here, but I will under the video in my blog I will put some pictures of the best ones that you could have, like the Phoenix Blaze and the Leprechaun shoes and Damascus steel weapon and such things. So you can take a look there if you want to have some alternatives before you can get the full salvagers set. Okay, we're going to take a look at how big the difference will be if you have a full salvager set. So we put it on and we go into, oh wait, I think it's better if we look at it in the stats instead. It's easier to read out. Okay, we go to stats to see. The crafting speed will make 250 core relic crafting cost reduction, 92%, core relic crafting speed 40% extra, which is really handy. Will make the cores cheaper. And we take a look at set details, because the full bonus is core relic duration, 43.75%, which is really good. Then your course will last almost 50% longer, which you want to have. So this one is, I think you should have before you make the best sets. Don't make an Emerald Dragon core set or a Orion set or Frostbitten set before you have this on, because it will be a little bit waste of both speed, duration, and how powerful it will be. Okay, embedding them, there's not, well, the only thing that I do is make Lucky Charm gems. All I have I will put in here, which will make the cost reduction a little bit less. But that's not a big deal. Okay, so that's about that. You need that. The equipment is very important. Besides equipment, of course, research will decide how good your course will be. I thought we should take a look at the ones that you really should try and have. The crafting tree, I would not recommend you to make any of the best core sets before you finished the whole crafting tree. You could make a decent course if you're like a stronghold 19 or stronghold 20 and you want a defensive core set to put on. If a target comes at you that you think a core set will be helping you, you could do that, but save the best ones until you are a a fully developed Stronghold 21 and have made the whole crafting tree, because the duration, see 14% duration if you have made that one extra, and we are gonna look crafting speed, 34%. That would make it a third of the cost in speeds. Duration 3, 19.5. So if you put all these together, then you will have much longer core. Maybe I think from a half an hour up to 2 hours is the difference if you have all this. Core crafting luck will make your bonus stats improve by a huge amount. There's no numbers here, but a huge amount will make them a lot better. So don't use very good cores and pieces until you have this one made. And also you want a 4th slot gem to put in the core relic weapon equipment and stuff like that. So this tree is very important for how good your cores will be. The other one are the set bonus tree. First of all, the base set bonus with your salvager set when you're crafting cores, this will affect, and the full set bonus will make your improve with over, put this together and you have like over 40%, so it's important. And also the bonus you will get with having, if you want to make like a secret recipe for Emerald Dragon or Ryujin or Ra set or whatever, one of those, then the base set and the full set bonus also will make a big impact. Will make the core hit much harder, and the full set bonus you will have will be much better. So you want that one, and also the specialized crafting bonus. This will make your crafting bonus improve. So this one is important if you have a full set of salvager, and if you wanna make like a special recipe, a full special recipe where you'll have full set bonus, like the Region Rock for Horsemen, stuff like that. Okay, so those are very important. The third thing is your hero level. The higher hero level you have, the more skill points you can put in the tree. And if you take a look, we have the salvagers on, and we take a look at the skill points. You have to go down a bit before you. Crafting speed comes around here, and base set bonus a little bit further down. I think that's 55 or something hero needed. And core high range boost, I think it's 59 or something, like 58 to 59, and the duration of the core is level 60 hero, and also the full set bonus. So this will also make your cores shoot much higher. So if you're like a trap or something like that, you would not get as good cores until you're up to 59, 60. And of course you should make a defensive core set, but you might not want to use the best cores and pieces that you will have used for in, like, you don't want to have I'm going to show you an example which like for pieces I would not use Winter's Essence, because, or the Icy Grip, because those ones are hard to get, and you want them in when you have like the level 59, level 60 hero, and you could put points down all the way to get a really good core. But that's my opinion. If you're never gonna be up to that and that point, of course you can use them and have as fun as you want. But if you aim for getting up to that and gonna play the game long enough, that's how I'm thinking. Okay, so that will decide how good core you will get. let's talk a little bit about how to craft a core, what you should think about. First of all, I would recommend you, if you're gonna do a special recipe or you're gonna make a homemade core, make sure that all the cores and pieces are in the bright light, because you have the bright light, that's the one that you could use when you craft, and then you have in the bottom section you have, oh, let's go down, you have some of the black ones, the dark ones down here. When you get a higher VIP level, I think you will have more in the bright light, but um, these ones, you want to have all the best ones up in the bright light, because otherwise you will need to go back and forth and everything. So make sure to swap things into the dark, from the dark into the bright light. I don't have that much to swap, but we could try one. When you're in cores and pieces, you push to swap, and then you choose one to swap with. We could swap with, let's take something that's not important at all. We swap with this one, okay? I have 75 of these. If you don't have, you will have to pay some for it. So you have, first of all, you make sure you have all the cores you want, and deciding what core you would want to have, you either follow a recipe. There are a lot of secret recipes. I have also put down a couple of missile recipes in my blog. You could take a look there. But you could also go through them if you want to make a core set for attacking, like mixed set, or if you want to make a core set for attacking with range. Then you take a look. Here's like a range attack. Oh, that's pretty good, 102%. And you also want troop health. Those are the two most important ones. And after that, you maybe want to have to look for debuffs, like cavalry attack debuff is like the counter one to these ones. When you attack someone with range attack, then depending if they have some cav attack in their set they have on, they will kill a lot of your troops. Then you could then it could be useful to have enemy cav attack debuff. It also is very useful to have enemy defense debuff. In this case, the most ranged is very effective on infantry. If you have an infantry, debuff, enemy infantry defensive debuff, then that will be very effective and make you kill a lot more of his troops. So those ones are something to look for. So if you're gonna attack, the specialized one is the best, ranged attack, and troop attack is good as well. So it has troop attack, it should be considered. Troop health is very important as well. Like a good set would be maybe 2,500% attack and maybe 1,000% health, and the more debuffs you have, the better. But that's like between that's my opinion of at least what you should have. So you decide what you want. When I have decided what pieces I want in my set, I write them down on a paper in alphabetic order. So let's say I've chosen to use this one, adhesive mixture, and then I want to have antique pottery. I'm not gonna make a full recipe here, and then you want to have the Asgardian ingot, and then you want to have like let's say the golden crescent, and you want to have something on plague, and maybe something in the bottom section. Then you want to make them in order. You start in the top and you go up all the way down, so you don't have to scroll all the way up, scroll all the way down, up or down, because scrolling will be taking a lot of time and effort otherwise. So put them in order. Make sure they're in the bright. Put them in alphabetic order on a paper, so you know so it will take us. So it will not take that long time to get them. Okay, we're gonna make an example, just one example. We start with a core, and we choose the allow staff core to make a range. Then we go to craft core equipment because I have all my cores unlocked, and allow staff, and then we push pieces. And if you want to have attack pieces, like all the pieces I'm going to choose is from attack, then I push this one because it will be not that much ones to scroll. It will take away all the defensive and health ones. And we want antique pottery. And I'm going to take, well, this don't matter that much, but well, cat food is good because it has both range attack and some cav attack debuff. That's really good. And we can take colorful feather. We can take. That's not the worst one, at least. And then we take Darbile is good because that has both attack and some debuff. No, the Dragon Soul we want because Dragon Soul is good. And we choose our last one. Let's take a red envelope. Red envelope and Dragon Soul has a lot of range attack. This would be a decent one. Range attack, if you push the item, then you see what the percent you will have about. I have range attack 298 to 321%. That's good. You could get even better, but you want a little bit of other stuff as well. So this troop defense will get you a little bit. It's not that important, and you will have troop health 134 up to 145, meaning you will get, if you have like this about 150, then you will be around 1000 gaming stuff. So that will be good, and you have some debuffs as well. And afterwards you push craft, and it will come up in here. So it's not that the hardest part is not the crafting one, it's choosing the right ones. And you either look up a recipe or you do a research and write down on the paper what stats every piece have. Like you want some health, you want some attack, and you want some debuffs. Depending on the target, your bigger target you're gonna hit, then debuffs is more effective because his army is bigger than yours, and debuffing his army will take more advantage than just putting health in your own or attacking your own. So that's a little bit how I'm thinking. Okay, that's all for now. Please like and describe, and if you have any questions, put them in the commentar felt down in the blog. Okay, peace out.